Finally.
I know. I'm sorry I'm late.
Listen, all right. For the people who don't know, I've been trying to link with this lady from 2011. I think I sent my first text and stuff, and we linked 2011, and I was like, "This is the lady," because you did. I was telling everybody before you joined. You were on a remix with Katy Perry, D Major, the Wide Awake remix. Oh, did she freeze? You there? Yeah, I can hear you. I
Yes.
can hear you.
You were
Yeah.
you were just a little bit low just now, so I had to like jump out and jump back on. But I hear you clearly
Okay.
now.
Clearly now? All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the Wide Awake remix. That's what got me.
Oh
It
my
got me.
God.
That's what
Dude.
got me. And I picked your voice out and I said, I like the name, I like the
Yeah.
voice, and I looked
Yeah.
you up and I was like, yo, this girl is going to blow up. This is the girl. And then, so remember, I called to link you for the interview, but our timing wasn't right because you were doing stuff, and then, bam, I seen you for a while, and then I don't know what happened, and I've always wanted to know because I started hearing less songs, but seeing you more on the promotional tip, like the water, the car rental commercials, and I was like, is she gone to acting? What's going on here now? You see what I'm saying? So I was like, wow. I mean, I know you're beautiful and you have the talent and everything. And I'm like, all right, so what's going on? So now it's 2020. We're all here, quarantine
Yeah.
around the world, but people are still moving. But
Yeah.
Denyque has now exploded back on the scene. You have
That's right.
exploded back on the scene. So tell me, let's start from the beginning, the whole get into the music and then to the commercials, and how did it all start? How did it all begin?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on your show.
Never a
It's
problem.
really it's been a long time coming, and I'm so glad that I'm finally here. Big ups to
Me
everybody
too.
on the live right now that's tuned in. Thank you so much for joining. So, I started out in music professionally, like real deal, back in 2010. I did my first song, Can't Breathe, and then I started to work with Don Corleone, did pieces. I don't know if anybody's going to remember any of those songs, but it wasn't that long ago. It's just 10 years, But I was a youngin'. I was kind of sort of a baby, but I stepped into the reggae world, and then the doors just started to open left, right, center. I got to work with Jeremy Harding, who was managing Sean Paul at the time. I got to work with Cash Flow, who actually produced my first hit song, Summer Love, and just some greats in the business. Stephen McGregor, who I absolutely enjoy working with. Just some really, really great people, great producers, great talent, and I've worked on world stages. I've been to Africa, I've been to Europe, I've been to I toured the States. I have done some fest like 3 years in a row, so it was a time where it was a great time to be, and a lot of people don't realize that, people that are not really in the industry, because they don't understand that the industry is just like 10% talent. Like talent is like this much of the industry. It's really just business and timing. Timing is so important because, if it's not your time, no matter how much you try, it just won't happen. It won't happen at the level that you want it to. And that was between 2010, and I do believe honestly that they used to call me like some sunburst thing, because it's like I just came on, boom, Summer Love, and then boom, like songs were just coming out, and I kind of just exploded, like, hey, I'm being nominated in the Youth View Awards like consistently every single year for awards like, hottest fashion icon, hottest female, and just all of these things are happening, and I'm just like, whoa. But it was still like, for me, I come from a very disciplined home. So, you know, I have that foundation, that groundation where I have to be really humble and you know, it really makes sense to just stay humble and understand that there's so much more. I always want more for myself. And then after all that, I went into TV because that's what I really, that's one of the things I really wanted to do. I always said that music would have been my platform to fulfill these goals. So, you know, I auditioned for the slot to be the anchor, well, host at the time, to be the host for the Red Stripe Football Mondays. So that would kind of be like the Super Bowl of Jamaica. So it's called RSPL, and I landed the gig. I also landed the theme song. So I wrote the theme song, I recorded it, and I did that for like 3 years. And during that time, I also did like a TV talk show with a bunch of other women. Did a pilot episode for a TV show. And
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. And then, you know, I think because of my personality, like, I mean, at my humblest, I can say to you that, you know, I'm magical, because what I do, I take what I do very seriously, but I also bring myself to it. And because of that, you know, people love that because it's authentic. They know that it's real because it's coming from a real place. Because one, I don't partner with brands unless it makes sense and unless I really, really love it. And the first partnership I did was with Volkswagen. It was the first time I was ever doing anything like that. And, you know, I got a call from Stephen Hector. Stephen was like, yo, your personality is everything. I love it. Let's work together. And that's how I became the brand ambassador for Vogue in Jamaica for 3 years consistently.
Hold on, your voice dropped. Your voice dropped. Let me see if you there? I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, the partnership with Volkswagen.
Right. So for in 2015, you know, 3 years consecutively, it just kept going and going. And that's how I landed my first like collaboration as an artist and as a brand collaboration. And that's when I started to really realize that I knew it before, that I was definitely going to be more than a musician, more than a singer, more than a songwriter.
Right.
But it started to kind of just blossom and bloom into it. And it was like, wow, this is happening. I'm not just a singer anymore. I'm like a lifestyle brand. Like, people are really looking towards me for, you know, just advice on stuff, like, you know, what clothes to wear, what car to drive, you know. And I realized that I was doing all of this without really selling it, because I loved it so much that I didn't even have to sell it. I didn't have to say, hey, buy this or buy that, because at the end of the day, my joy was just blossoming and showing. So, you know, and then it landed me deals again with Samsung, Samsung Caribbean, Pepsi, Ibero Star, Red Stripe. I've worked with so many brands over the last couple of years. And then in 2016, I just decided to take a solid break from music, because, I mean, to be honest, at the time, you know, my manager, you know, she really had just done everything that she could have done. And, you know, the relationship, it was a mutual ending, because she really did all that she could do in her respect. And it was just time to split. And at that split, it was at a crossroads, because I realized also that I needed to do some introspection, because I was having some severe writer's block. I couldn't write. And then I started being way hard on myself, because I wanted to give people what they want more than I wanted to sing the songs that I wanted to sing. So it was like, okay, what do I do? So I just decided, you know what? I'm not that girl from 5 years ago anymore. I've grown, I've matured mentally, physically, emotionally, and musically. So I need to take a step back and really focus on myself and who I am as a human being, as a person, and what the next level of me needs to bring to the table and what the next level of me needs to give. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I was grateful enough in that time, after I took that break and that step back, so crazy, I actually landed my ambassadorial deal with Lifespan Spring Water, which is I still have today. You know, it's still running, and it's because I believe in partnerships and creating solid partnerships. I don't believe in just jumping from fence to fence and just jumping over, you know, just everything like that. It's about collaborating in essence of what needs to be done. And, you know, that also opened doors, you know, throughout those 4 years that I took that step back and really found myself, you know, now was just the time. I went back in studio in 2018. It just wasn't the time. I wasn't ready yet. I had worked with Good before in 2016 for Proud Wifey. So I knew we have a relationship, you know, Zoom and I were cool. We have great chemistry. And of course, Chanel, great chemistry. And Sasha, I've known Sasha for years. So now, you know, coming back to the table in 2020, when I heard that, when, you know, Zoom was like, hell yeah, you know, we've been supposed to do this. Now is the time. And I felt it with every core of me, Wiz, because in 2018, I went back in studio and I recorded again. And, you know, I told myself, when I come back into music, it's going to be on my terms. It's going to be me doing music that I want to do. And it's going to be me just giving everything, because that was another reason that I decided that I can't give up on this yet. Because I'm like, there's something that people don't understand about winners. Winners are actually quitters, because we know when to take a step back. Like, we know when to be like, oh, okay, I've done everything I can do. But I hadn't. And that's when I looked at it like, hold on, because I've gone through it. Like, oh, do I really want to do music again? This is not what I want. But I did not give it my all. So I can't quit yet, because I never gave it every single bit of me. So now that's what it is. It's all or nothing. And then at the end of the day, that's when I know that, okay, let's move on to the next thing. But you can't move on to the next thing until you give every single thing that you've got. So, you know, coming back around now and meeting with Zoom and the team, and I'm like, yo, this is right. This is it. Like, everything just feels right in the moment. And, you know, I'm so grateful. We dropped Well Sought. It was so greatly received. Like, I was even surprised, like, whoa, like, I know y'all love me, but oh my God, you know, I just really appreciate it, man, because I have my ride or dies. They've been there with me from the get-go. They've been there with me through it. They've been there through Summer Love, Make Me Believe You, Proud Wifey, through just the brand endorsements, you know, where it was just Denyque posting
how to rave, how to rave.
How to rave. Yes. I know you love that one.
Rave. Yeah. Denyque, you know what? It seems like, yo, so far, one of the realest conversations I've ever been in tune to right now, like, just from a perspective of the breakdown of your life. Would you, would you contribute your pause to any, maybe the overwhelming mental stress of the business, of how it came at you?
No, well, I mean, it's probably a part of it, because, you know, everything that we go through affects us. It's either going to be negative or positive. For me, I like to see the light. So even through the rain, I like to kind of sift through and see in that cloud, that dark cloud, where can I see that beam of light trying to come through? So that's me, you know, it's perspective, and really, really trying to find the positive in everything that you do, because one, accountability is necessary. So, okay, if, the music industry might have been stressful at times, but how did I, you know, add to that stress? How did I bring that into the light? Because as at the end of the day, I'm the star player. I'm the one that's in control of everything here. So I can't just blame the industry and be like, yo, the industry and yo, the people them don't like me. And no, but, you know, okay, how did I contribute to this scenario in any sense? And if it's a good thing, then hey, great. But if it's a bad thing, you know, we really have to be introspective as human beings, because that's how you grow. And you see me, you know, I don't like the easy way. Anything that comes too easy, I'm very skeptical about it. Like, I'll be like, but start thinking, no, man, I'm gonna get this too easy. What's gonna happen? Something is gonna happen to even out the score here. So I love a challenge, and, you know, I'm just one of those people that, you know, I go hard. I go hard, and I do believe that, but I'm very spiritual as well, and I believe that whatever is for you, and nobody can take that away from you. So,
Denyque, you know, from listening to you, over and over through the years. It's been about
Yeah.
9 years I've been listening to you. You
Hmm.
seem like you've just stood on an edge by yourself. I mean, surrounding you is you know, you have the other female artists who are
Right.
doing things out
Hmm.
there.
Hmm.
Sometimes there's a little, you know, friction in the air, and
Hmm.
it happens. But you have never, I at least it's been unknown to me. I have never seen you a part of that. So maybe there's something I'm missing because you're still breaking through without having any connection with all those. Is there a loss of connection with those artists, or is it that you just choose this lane and this is your aura? This is, you know, you're not into that kind of blem right now.
Honestly, in the beginning, Wiz, I would say God put me on that path. But now it's like I consciously kind of just choose to just tunnel vision. Like the focus is always me. It's always me. It's never me against them. It's always me against me. And I tell people that I am competitive in my spirit, but I'm competitive with myself. I don't like to compete with others because and this is just my opinion. When you compete with others, you compare. And I don't like to compare because we are all different individuals. There are no two people alike in the world. Yeah, we probably have some same characteristics, but
Mhm.
overall, we're all different human beings and we all have, differences. How we view life is different. How we think is different perspective. So I think that's what I pride myself on, just really just focusing on me and realizing that I have the power. It's like sometimes when you react, when you react to something, you're giving that thing your power, you know,
Yeah,
and if you don't take it back, then they're gonna keep that power.
understood,
So
understood.
yeah.
You know, I watched you on the gram and I followed you movement daily because I was like, this is an artist I broke in Canada. This is an artist I need the
Yeah.
credit for as well. You know, and I was like, yes. And now I saw you take time off because you know you had the children and it's like, how's the mommy life now, especially you know, with the demand that the world
Yeah.
has for Denyque.
Uh-huh.
It's, you know, how are you juggling? I mean, I see you in
Yeah.
all the Idea stars and everything chillaxing, and I'm like, I want to live this life, man. This is a cool life, but it's work.
Oh
People
man,
don't know
it
how much
is.
work you're doing.
It is, but I just want more. I always want more. And it's not greed. It's not greed.
No,
It's not gluttony. It's just me just always wanting. It's my ambition. I'm super, super ambitious. I'm super, super driven.
yeah,
So I'm always wanting more. But the balance is, like I said, prayer. I am a praying mom. I'm a praying friend. I'm a praying sister. I'm a praying daughter. I'm a praying wife. I'm a praying everything. I pray for everybody and everything
yeah,
because nothing beats prayer. And with that, I just act accordingly because you can't pray and then don't put in the work. You
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
do both. So at the end
Understood.
of the day, it's like, it's just balancing and really putting my ducks in a row and really
Yeah,
just trying
yeah,
to get that point. So mommying, I love mommying, but I also love my career and I love who I am. And I just want to say that this is forgotten by a lot of moms, but you are still you. Where I'm still me first. I'm me before I'm a mommy, before I am anything else. I'm me. And if my battery is not fully charged, then I can't cater to everybody else. You get me? So
right,
I have to
right.
always remember that I am first. And that's what I do, with just like I said, with the help of God and just just that thought process and understanding that, okay, I need to always be at 100%. So okay, if last night I got too worked out and I'm drenched tired, then tomorrow I know I need to rest, even if
Yeah.
it's for like an extra hour that I need to just lie down, or an extra 10 minutes, if I can find it, to just really just rest. I do
What
it
what
because at the end of the day, like I said, I need to be at full gear.
what has been the hardest road to conquer for you? Was it the artistry, the being under the camera, or just making the connections to everything and piecing it together? What's hard? What's the most difficult out of them? Because you're doing almost 3 different things. You're hosting shows. You're an artist. You're an actor. Sorry, actress. You're flying and you're touring. You're doing so much.
What's been the hardest for me is really just trusting and having an understanding of what the next step is. So you see, there's something that my grandmother used to say when I was younger, and I never understood it till now, that man a plan and God a wife out. And I never understood what she meant. Never. I was like, what?
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Man a plan and God a wife out.
All right. All right.
So, and that literally translates to, we as human beings are on earth making all our vivacious plans, but God has a different plan. And so when his plan wants to come into perspective, he'll just wipe out everything that you planned, because that's not what he planned. And that's what I've learned. My biggest lesson has been acceptance and faith, just having faith. Because even though I used to be like, I gave stuff to God, I still never let it go. And within the last year, I have just learned to just pray about it, talk about it, and just let it go. Don't check in. Don't check in. Don't worry. Don't stress. Just let it go, because what you already gave it to him, you know?
Yeah. Listen, How to Rave is one of my anthems on my radio show. I've been playing it for years. I've been anxiously awaiting this moment that I get the dub plate on How to Rave. But now you have a song that is exploding called The Same Guy or something like that. That's exploding right now. Tell us about that and how it came up and what's been happening with that song.
Same Guy was one of those. I am a true water sign by nature, because I'm impulsive in a sense. So Same Guy was one of those impulsive songs, like one of those songs that kind of just jumped out at you. I remember it clear as day. You know, Chanel, we all were on the phone. We're having a meeting, and Zoom said, yo, you know, I have this rhythm that I want you guys to do a song on. So we're like, okay. So he sent us the rhythm, and as soon as, because I'm always excited. No, this is how I know that the time is now, and this was the right time for me to come back, because now I'm excited about music. I'm excited about going back into the studio. And I remember getting the rhythm, and I'm there listening, and I swear to you, it just came out of my mouth. We messing with the same damn boy, yeah. And I was like, that's it? That's it. And I called Shani, and I was like, yo, Shan, I have a hook. Well, I have a piece of hook. Let's write the song like this. Let's write like we're talking about the same guy. And then she goes, yo, that bad. But let's not even fight. And I'm like, exactly, because we say girl power. So we're not fight over no man. Let us write it in a way that is empowering and uplifting. And yo, she was like, okay, we should make it a conversation. Let's make it conversational. And I'm like, yo, I'm with it. So we wrote the verses long before the hook. So I already had that first line in the hook. And then it wasn't until after Shan we were done back and forthing with the verses that I really found those lines where it's like, I swear I didn't know that he was seeing you. Because those were easy. Those were just fillers. And then, you know, just constructing the song, you know, I decided to change up the hook at each beat. So the first hook was I swear I didn't know, and then the second hook was and now there is no doubt we have to call him mom, cause we messing with the same damn nigga. Now what we gonna do, cause kill him then he's got us fooled. And you know, it was just a fun, refreshing, like, but every time Chanel and I write though, like when we write, when we come together, she is just so full of so much energy. And of course, you know, I am clearly an energizer bunny. We work so well together, and it's just genuine. And, you know, I've always loved her and always uplifted her because I've always believed in her talent. I think she's super, super talented, and I'm so amazed at everything that she's accomplishing now. And you know, when we worked together, it's magic. And then we played it for Zoom, and Zoom was like, "Yo, the song fun." And that was it. We were like, oh. And then the next day, I literally was in studio, so I wasn't supposed to go to studio until 2 days after. Studio wasn't available. And I call the engineer and I'm like, yo, dog, if you can find some time tomorrow, please, hopper, record this song like immediately. Because it was driving me crazy. And after we recorded the demo, I swear to you, we played that song on repeat for many days before it actually got mixed.
No, girl power is in right now. Girl power is in. So kudos to you all for doing what you're doing.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I know the women happen to love that song. And have you ever thought, because basically it's almost like you wanted to produce that song. It's almost like you put that song into production. Is that a new... Is that a how could I exclusive right now that you might go into producing as well?
Well, no. Well, I mean, it's not on the forefront of my brain right now, but who knows? Maybe I'm like that, you know. So one minute, you know, I'm into something, and the next minute I'm into something else, and you know, but everything just always has to align. So it might be in the woodwork for sure.
You do everything else, you might as well.
Exactly.
So what is coming up? Is a whole album dropping? Is an EP coming? Or are you going to be releasing just singles for now? What is taking place?
Well, for now, definitely a couple more singles. Next year, we're definitely looking at an EP. Just something, you know, something small to just put out there, because I've only ever done one EP, and that was like back in 2015, and it never really got the energy that it deserved. So now, you know, like I said, it's a whole new, it's a resurgence. So it's just me. It's still me, but I'm more mature. I'm more understanding of what I want. You know, I'm in a different space in my life, and just kind of showcasing those other parts of me now, so people can be able to be a part of all that. So definitely an EP. And you know, right now my newest single, Posturepedic, is out. It's on my Vivo. If you guys can go, you guys can always go on my page and click the link in my bio. It's Denyque Vivo. Check it out. We're going to be doing a video on that really soon. Of course, Bling Blang is going to be doing the video. Miss Bling Blang work. So, you know, we're really, really excited about that. That one was produced by Jones Avenue. It's on the Ab Style rhythm. And I mean, Chanel is on that rhythm as well. iOctane, Intense, Banks is on that rhythm. So, you know, it's a really nice, small catalog of people. But Posturepedic is definitely out right now. And people should go check that out. The video is going to be out soon. We're actually thinking about doing a video for Well Sort. We're not sure yet, but we're definitely contemplating it. And then next year, just bigger and better things. But to just close off the year, we're definitely looking at Posturepedic.
I need to be on that list of, as soon as Denyque drops a song, you emailed it to me right away.
I'm gonna sort it out for sure. Like, Sasha,
I'm hurt by this.
I'm hurt. Now, put Wiz on the list.
Right away. Like, I want to be like, make sure Wiz gets these songs. It's Denyque.
Yeah.
I'm proud to say,
absolutely,
I boss this artist in Canada, and here she is on my life. I'm like ecstatic right now. I'm just humble and keeping it calm, and I'm like, yo, I'm so proud, because when I heard the song and I took the voice out and I took the name, and I was like, I knew this lady's going to blow up. I just knew it. I was like, this. But are you comfortable now with your team? Because I feel like, you know, I don't want to be mean, but I feel like somebody let somebody down that you weren't here, like out of the extreme world, because I had that one. Yeah. You know what I mean? I no disrespect, but I felt like Denyque's name should be calling everywhere, at every moment, at every time. And I felt like it wasn't there.
Yeah, you know, and the thing is, I'm not that person. I don't people blame. Because at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, you know, you do what you do, and you do what you can with what you have. And sometimes we're just in situations that aren't ideal, but we do what we can with them. And, you know, I just believe that timing is everything. And, okay, you know, there was a vision before. The vision only got greater. And I believe that now is the time, because this team, I'm telling you, this team that I've got right now, it is
Great.
bonkers. Like, it's literally about to be a great catastrophe. Can we use catastrophic in a good way?
No problem, no problem. So, I mean, everybody should go out and follow. I'm sure you're on every social media aspect.
I
Your
am.
songs are there for everywhere. Like
Oh,
Denyque, it
I
needs to
know.
be there. It
It
needs
does.
to be there.
It does.
I'm really happy, only because it's not because like I didn't know you personally, but just the
Right.
fact that I knew something of when I heard that
Yeah.
that first remix, and I heard
Yeah.
the other songs, and I was like, I picked this girl to be like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's just another, notch in my belt, and to,
You
to
did.
blow me up my field kind of thing. So I so appreciate you coming on this live, taking the time out of mommy duties, and
Thank
all that you
you.
do, all that you
Thank
do in this
you.
industry. I mean, there's no stopping you. I feel like there's just, the Grammys and the thing. I'm just a small little pea in the pod of needle in the
Right?
haystack kind of thing. But I'm
Hear
telling
that,
you,
Canada? Book me, Canada.
yeah, Canada. So here's the thing. Before it was all open and I had some events, I was trying to reach you because I wanted you to open my birthday party. So,
Oh,
but the timing, and then, I
yeah.
saw that, but there are things now, I soon end it. But one of the few questions I want to ask you is that, do you consider yourself dance hall, or is it reggae? How do you consider, how do you define Denyque?
An artist? I don't, I don't, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm not reggae and I'm not dancehall.
Okay.
I'm just Denyque. I am who I am. I do what I do, and you love me for it. So that's what I kind of stay to. But I think if anybody listens to my music, because I'm Jamaican, they would call me dancehall.
Okay. Okay. And I just think you're not,
Usually people do that. Like, once you're Jamaican,
yeah.
they automatically think of you as dancehall.
Yeah. I mean, you've gone through it. Do you honestly believe, because you've taken the time to fight through your battles, accept everything. When I listen to you talk about you accepting whatever is down the road, you
Mhm,
accepting if this was a mistake, if this was a good thing, if this was a bad thing.
mhm.
You acknowledge that, and I respect that. But do you think there is a definite stigma of a fight against women within the culture of reggae and dance, or dancehall?
Um, no. And that's just, you see, that's just my perspective. My
Yeah.
perspective is this: things are how you view it. That's it. It's like when you look at, let's say you post a nice picture and you get all these nice comments, but there's one lick up a hole under the picture who decides
Mm.
say, them are gonna say, yo, you don't stay good.
Yeah.
You see, when you focus on that,
Yeah.
that's where that perspective comes in, where you start to think like, oh, yeah, fight me out. But honey, you got like 100 other people over here saying, damn, Shawty, you fly. So, it's all about focus and what you're focused on. What do you see? When you
Yeah.
look at a group of people and you look at all the people that are saying good things, you look at all the people that are saying bad things, where's your focus gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's like, okay, if the negative comment actually has some sort of weight, like some sort of critique,
Yeah.
then you can take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But don't beeline and just focus on that. So honestly, maybe there probably is, don't get me wrong. I
Yeah.
agree that in some cases women are definitely fought out, because at the end of the day, people have this idea that women can do certain things and we're not supposed to do certain things. So there's definitely a fight somewhere in there. But my focus is always on the positive. Like, okay, I'm not gonna focus on this because it don't make no sense. It's only gonna hold me back. It's not gonna propel me forward.
Right.
So, you know, people are a lot of people would be amazed at all the things that I can do. But at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. You know, even if you're amazed at it, there's some people that are just not gonna give me that time of day, that are not gonna
Yeah.
give me that light because I'm a woman. You know,
Yeah.
so it's just what you focus on, man. I'm convinced it's just what you focus on.
Listen, I hear the baby. I'm gonna let you go just right now. I promise you. If you could just, if you could just give me for the honor a little small piece of how to rave, and then go into the same line for the world of
I
the
got
ladies.
you. I got you. We
Go.
bad, feeling unruly, really and truly. A long time. We know how to move it, and if you want, we prove it. We show them how to rave. Cups up, cause you run the place. We show them how to raise. Cause you run the place. Yeah.
Yeah. Denyque,
Mwah. Enough
Denyque,
love for
Denyque,
you.
Denyque. Listen,
Thank
everybody,
you.
go follow her, download her music, stream it. Yo, listen, I am so congratulations on all your success. I know it's freezing. Maybe he'll come back just now. She's probably getting a phone call. But it's just an honor. I know she froze, but I hope she could hear us.